In 2023, Dr. Meghana rescued a leopard trapped in a deep well after receiving a tip from locals and the forest department. In a daring move, she entered a cage, was lowered into the well, sedated the leopard, and successfully treated and rehabilitated before releasing it back into the wild. Meet Dr. Meghana Pemmaiah, who recently rescued a leopard. A veterinary doctor whose life's only mission is to save wild animals. She has rescued approximately 20 leopards till now. She is a force in herself. This is her story.
If it is just humans and if there are no wildlife, no nature, I don't think we're going to survive for long. We are here because of nature and wildlife, and I think the sooner we realize, it's better for us and our planet. I basically work with the forest department now when they bring in rescues and the rescuers as such when they get injured animals to us. We treat them, and our major goal is to finally release the wild back into their natural habitat. So the growing urbanization is a reason for loss of habitat plus great deal of injuries to these animals.
Dr. Meghana comes from a family of animal lovers, but it was her father who inspired her the most. A dedicated police officer, he not only cared for animals, but also trained police dogs often. As a child, Meghana watched him feed stray animals and was fascinated by how they trusted and responded to him. Both Dr. Meghana Pemmaiah and her husband Yashasvi Narvi are veterinarians dedicated to rescuing and rehabilitating animals. Together, they run a clinic in Mangalore to treat them, but soon recognized the need for a more structured approach to wildlife rehabilitation. This led them to establish the Chitte Pilli Research and Rescue Center, providing better care and facilities to rehabilitate rescued animals for their return to the wild.
People are so scared that, I don't know, every time they see a snake, I think it's in their head that it will come and bite. But what you don't realize is that the snake is more scared of us than we are afraid. Education is the only way, I think, people understand and help them to coexist with the wildlife. We always depend on the locals and the forest department because we are at the clinic, we don't know what is happening around. So only way we know that an injured animal is there if the locals report it. The most satisfying thing when you help them completely recover, and especially when we release an animal back into the wild and you see them fly off or go back to their natural habitat, it is the most satisfying thing that I've ever felt.
Meghana and her husband have been able to treat and rehabilitate close to 600 animals together since 2020, which includes animals like leopards, tigers, pythons, elephants, jackals, eagles, dogs, cats, and many more. During rehabilitation, they also tend to make sure that the animals do not get too attached or start recognizing them, as that can make it difficult for the animal to separate and leave for their natural habitat.
Our vision for 2025 is to educate a lot more people about our work and to help them understand how they can help us. If you find an injured animal, you can always contact us directly, or you can inform the local authorities that can help get the injured animal to us. In this year 2025, we hope to find a place, a larger space for these animals. Before we release an animal back into the wild, we need to know if their natural instincts are still present. So if they're able to hunt, for example, if it's an owl, a barn owl, if it is able to fly and hunt a prey. So to judge all of that, we need a bigger space that is close to its natural habitat for us to test if it is fit for release. I'm glad that Aditya Birla Group has joined this mission of us. You can do the same and be a force for good.